Well, hello and welcome again to our reading of John's Gospel, and we're in chapter 12 and we're up to verse 27. We get a very strong noon here, now, and there's no connective. Here there's no det or anything, just a very strong nun. Now my soul, by psuche, tetaraktai, this is a perfect passive from tarasso, which is a verb we've had several times in John. Tarasso is to disturb, so this has been disturbed or to trouble my soul, and it's perfect, so is in a state of turmoil almost. Kai ti apo, and what shall I say? Hortatory subjunctive there. Pater, shall I say, understood, pater, Father, save me from this hour. We have to understand no, but on account of this I came to this hour. Pater, Father, glorify, this is an aorist imperative from doxasdo, glorify your name. Then a voice came from heaven, and we get a kai and a kai. So I have both glorified, understand it, kai palin doxasso, and I will glorify. We go get the future from that same verb, it, understood again. The crowd then, hestos, the one standing, and having heard, they began to say, imperfect, that bronten gegonenai, so bronten, that thunder to have taken place. This is the perfect infinitive from ginomai. Now normally you get kenai as the infinitive, but before the liquid letter we don't get the kappa. So they began to say that thunder had taken place. Others began to say, or others were saying, angelos, a messenger, or perhaps more here an angel lelalaken, this is the perfect from lalio, has spoken to him. And Jesus answered and said, not on account of me did this voice happen. This is the perfect again from ginomai. So this voice appeared not on my account, but on account of you lot, you plural. Nun crisis estin, now is the judgment of this world. These strong nuns here, and now the ruler of this world, ek ble thesatai, from ek ballo. This is the this is the future passive, the thesamai, from ballo, and we just get the zero grade from ballo. We get the bl, we get a linking vowel, we get our theta, eta, which is the sign of the future passive, and then the normal, there's the sigma to show its future, and then the ending. So now the ruler of this world will be cast exo out. Cargo, for kaego, and I, if hoopso tho, this is first person subjunctive from hoops, it's hoops, a passive subjunctive. So it's hoops o, if I might be lifted up from the earth. Helkuso, helkuo is to drag, or sometimes translated to draw. It's quite a strong word. I will draw all people, pros emauton, to myself. This he was saying, seminein, indicating or showing by as a sign by what death he was about, apothnesgein, to die. The crowd then answered him, we have heard from the law that the Messiah remains forever. And how do you say, it's strong emphatic su here, that it is necessary for the Son of Man, hoops othenai, to be lifted up? This is an interesting verse because it is equating this huios to anthropou, the Son of Man, with the Messiah, which is probably the way it was understood at the time, although there's great debate exactly what this word means, what this expression means. Tis estin hutos, who is this Son of Man? So who is this one, the Son of Man? And Jesus said then to them, Eti mikron chronon, still for a little time, tophos, the light is en humon among you. Imperative, peripatete, you lot walk. Hos here, it must be translated here as while, I think. It's literally as you have the light, but perhaps translated as while. So walk while you have the light. Peripateo is used in the sense of walk, but it also can mean to conduct yourself. It's a Septuagintalism. Translates that Hebrew word halak, which is to walk or to go, and it's used metaphorically of how you conduct your life. So it's literally walk while you have the light, hiname, lest the darkness, katalabe, from katalambano, this is aorist subjunctive here, lest the darkness overcome humas you. And the one walking in the darkness, uden, does not know hupage, where he is heading off to. Hupago is normally to depart, but it's being used in John in a more general sense, so where he is headed for perhaps might be good. So the one walking in the darkness does not know where he is headed for. Hos tophos ekati, so perhaps is it since, or perhaps whiles we had up here, while you have the light, believe in the light, in order that geneistha, you might become huioi, sons of light. Jesus said these things, and having gone out, ekrube apauton. We've had this expression before. It's the aorist passive from krypto. Literally, he was hidden from them. And it's slightly unclear as exactly what it means. He basically disappeared. He was hidden from them. Ekrube, aorist passive from krypto. The pit and the theta together combine just to give you a beta here in the aorist passive. Tos auta autus semea, pepoiekotes, empros then auton, uk epistuon es auton. Now we get a genitive absolute here. So he, having done, this is a perfect perfect participle from poio, kos quia kos, it's kotos is the genitive. So it's almost although he did such signs, empros then auton, in front of them, they did not believe in him. So although he did all these signs before them, they didn't believe in him, in order that the word of Isaiah the prophet might be fulfilled, which said, and the quotation is from Isaiah 53:1, O Lord, who has believed te akoe hamon, in your hearing? So who has believed what they've heard from you? It's from our report. So, O Lord, who has believed our report? Akoa is a funny word. It's connected with a kuo, to hear. So, who has believed in the report of us, in our report, in what we have reported? Kai habrachion, and to whom has the brachion, the arm of the Lord, been revealed? This is aorist passive from apocalypto, and this is a quotation, of course, from the Septuagint. One of the things I like about this particular edition of the New Testament is that it puts the Septuagint quotations in black, so you can see exactly where the quotations are. Dia tuto, on account of this, they were not able, imperfect. Now, this is from dunamai, and we've seen before it's got this funny imperfect where it's got like a double augment here. So on account of this they were not able to believe because because Isaiah again said, tetrafloken auton tus ophthalmos. This is the perfect from tufloo is the verb. It's an omicron contract verb. This is the perfect, this is the reduplication, the ot lengthens, and there's your ending. So he has blinded. Tuflos is adjective for blind. This is the verb tufloo. He has blinded their eyes. Kai porisen erist from po-ro-o, another one of these o verbs. Po-ro-o is to make hard. Poros is hard. So he has made hard or hardened the heart of them. So this is again a Septuagint. Well, it's a quote from the Septuagint, and they use the singular for plural. He has hardened their hearts, we say in English, but he's hardened their heart. Hiname, lest they might see. Tois ophthalmos. This is a dative, instrumental dative here. They might see with their eyes. Kai not a sosin, subjunctive from noio. They might understand in their heart. Kai straphosin, and they might turn, and I will heal them. Again, we get a quotation here. This again is from Isaiah, but chapter 6. Isaiah said these things because he saw his glory, and he spoke concerning him, that is Jesus. Homos mentoi, ek tone akonton so nevertheless mentoi, however, so just enjoy those little particles. So it's likewise, however, so nevertheless, however, even many from the rulers believed in him. So it's sort of like nonetheless, even many of the rulers believed in him, but I should say, dia tus Pharisaios, on account of the Pharisees. John's very anti the Pharisees. Uk homologoon, they were not confessing. This is the imperfect from homologeo. They did not confess it. Hiname, lest genontai, from ginomai, this is the aorist subjunctive, they might become aposun agogoi, put out from the synagogue. We've had that word before in John. So they were not confessing it openly, because lest they be put out of the synagogue. For they loved the glory of men, marlon, rather than, now that's the marlon a, and then he strengthened the a with a per. So, so rather than indeed the glory of God. This is quite emphatic. It's a plus the pair length strengthening. Marlon a means more than. So more than in fact the glory of God. Jesus de ekraxen, Jesus cried out and said, the one believing in me does not believe in me, but in the one having sent me. This is the aorist participle from Pempo. And the one seeing me sees the one having sent me. It's from Theorio, there's the participle there. Ego phos, I have come as a phos, as a light into the world, in a pas hopistuon, as eme, in order that everyone believing in me mene, aorist subjunctive from meno, might not remain in the darkness. But if someone hears, and the object of this is tone, arematone, the words mu of me, kai me frulaxe, and does not keep them or guard them or keep them, ego ukrine auton, I do not judge him, Ugar for not, Aelthon, I did not come, so I came not, Hina, in order that I might judge the world, but in order that I might save the world. This is the subjunctive from sozo. Aorist subjunctive from sozo. It looks like the future, but it's a subjunctive after Hina. But in order that I might save the world. The one arthetone, this is from participle from arthetio, to reject. It's the one, it's the word to reject from arthetio. The one rejecting me and not receiving my words, he has the one judging him. The word which I said, that one, so that must refer back to logos. So the word which I have spoken, that word, krine, will judge. Notice the accent here, so this is future. You know that these liquid verbs here, the krine, the future was originally krineso. So with these liquid verbs with a lambda mu or rho at the end, there was a linking vowel, then the sigma, then the omega, and what happened, and you'll get these forms in very early Greek, the sigma drops out and you get a contraction, and so it becomes krinol, and you get it marked with a circumflex to show there was a contraction there for original krineso. So this was original krin essay, and then the sigma disappears and you get contraction. You can tell that by the accents there. So the word which I have spoken, it will judge him on the last day, because I did not speak ex emautu from myself, but the one having sent me, the Father himself, or perhaps the Father, the one having sent me, he, Dedoken, has given command to me of what I might say and what thing I will speak. So this is a subjunctive form. This here is again, it must be a subjunctive. So what thing I might say and what thing I might speak. Kai oida, and I know that his commandment is life eternal. That which then I speak, just as the Father has said it to me, in this way or thus I speak. In other words, I speak in the things which I say, I speak in accordance with what the Father has said to me, is the sense of it there. And that is the end of chapter 12.